Campanella has many Crip rivals, but one Crip hood they have been beefing with for a while is the Tragniew Compton Crips. The Tragniews have been around since the 70s and have many Piru and Crip rivals. Tragniew is also on the west side of Compton, and they also get their name from their park. This episode is about 3 incidents in a week period between the two gangs. This first case happened May 24th, 2009. This incident sparked other shootings between the already 2 rival gangs. Around 9:30 p.m., a man and his girlfriend will be eating inside a restaurant on Central and Rosecrans. A Tragniew Compton Crip named Arlan will walk inside the restaurant and ask the man where was he from. He responded by saying what, and he stood up immediately. He was shot 3 times. He would lose his life. The man was said not to bang, but had family who was associated with the Campanella Pirus. It would be a few witnesses, including the victim's girlfriend, in the restaurant. They would give descriptions, but could not pick out the shooter out of a photo lineup. Randy, who knew Arlan, was in the drive-thru of the restaurant at the time of the shooting. Randy would see him before and after he went into the restaurant. Randy seen Arlan get into a car with another Tragniew member named Brendan and drive off. Randy wouldn't come forth with his knowledge of the shooting till almost a year later, after pressure from police because they seen him talking to Arlan before Arlan went into the restaurant and had it on tape. Randy was confronted by Arlan the day after the shooting. Arlan asked him if he would tell, and Randy promised him he wouldn't. Arlan would be bragging about the shooting weeks after it happened, and many people would tell the police after he would be arrested. The whole shooting was caught on camera, and he would even be caught wearing the same jeans he did in the shooting. Arlan would make phone calls from jail, saying he believed he could beat the charge because he ate at the restaurant all the time, and his fingerprints wouldn't matter because he was often there. But with all the statements of witnesses and camera footage, Arlan would be sentenced in 2011, and he received 80 years to life. May 29th, 2009. A Thunderbird would be taken around 9 p.m. About 9:30 p.m., people would be sitting outside of Coswell Street in Compton within Tragnew's turf. A Thunderbird would pull up and yell out Campanella and start a shooting. Several people would be shot. May 30th, the next day, the same Thunderbird would pull up to 151st Street, Tragnew's turf, and start shooting. The shooters would crash the car and flee. Shell casings from both May 29th and May 30th shootings will match, being fired from the same gun. The person who Thunderbird was took was a woman, and she would identify the people who took her car. June 7, 2009. A man named Jerome will be found in Campanella's turf in another car he took. 2 of the people he shot on May 29th would identify Jerome in the lineup. The woman car he took would say she knew he took her car because he was in the area the next day confronting her brother about being in Campanella's turf. She would explain to Jerome her brother didn't bang, and her car got took, so that was the reason why her brother was there. The woman would say once he heard that, he would start acting suspicious and walked away fast. With more than 3 witnesses and testimony, Jerome was sentenced to 44 years to life. This will conclude this episode of Warren Cali. If you haven't already, check out my previous videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.